Well, hello there and good morning, kids. Teacher Roy here. Today is May 5th, Tuesday, May 5th. We're getting closer to the most awesome day of the week, Friday. Now, um, what are we going to do today? Today, we're going to be working with STEAM and also we're going to be working, that is Salim, sorry about that. We're going to be working with STEAM and we're also going to be working with Think Tank. You're going to have fun today because today we have a STEAM project, STEAM experiment. Okay. And well, the other part that is Think Tank is mental calculation. So it's going to be quite easy for you. You're not going to have any problems at all. Okay, so let's get down to business. But before we do that, like every day, first things first, what's up? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing fine. I hope that you enjoyed Star Wars Day that was yesterday. And if not, well, then give it a try. Trust me, you're gonna like Star Wars. And if not, well, just watch it so you can talk about it and say, oh, I didn't like Star Wars because of this, because of that, blah, 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 blah. You know, having a little bit more of culture doesn't affect you at all. And like it or not, Star Wars is part of the pop culture. So it would be a good idea if you can give it a try. And if you already did and you didn't like it, it's okay. And if you like it, hope you enjoyed May the 4th, that was yesterday. Now, let's get down to business. Our STEAM project for today. Like I said, we're gonna be doing an experiment. Sadly, I'm not there with you to be able to do it. I would love to do it. But the experiment has to do something with astronauts, an egg, and how to protect it when it comes down from space. Ooh, sounds interesting, right? I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. Now, give me 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen with you so you can see it. And there we go. Perfect. STEAM, we're going to be working with pages 144 to page 146. Okay, page 144 to page 146. And it says in the title, create space capsule landing. Wow, what are we going to be doing? You're going to create your own space capsule that is going to protect your astronaut when it's coming down all the way from space to Earth. In here, what is going to happen? We're going to be imagine how it would be the extreme force of temperature and gravity affecting the space capsule and how in real life it has to be perfect so the astronaut can be able to come back to Earth without any scratches, without being injured at all. Okay, so let's read what it says. Spacecraft returning from space face extreme temperatures and forces. Remember what we have talked about. We have gravity in Earth. And then we have our spacecraft out floating. It is going to get close to the Earth and the gravity force is going to start doing its job. It's going to pull it down. So as it starts going down, it gains more speed. The more speed it has, the more force it is going to be pulling on the object and it's going to accelerate the process. So it is going to be facing extreme temperatures because in a few seconds, it is going to go extremely fast and it's going to start burning. And then we have the idea that someone is inside that space capsule and that someone has to be protected from one, crashing, because you don't know if it's going to crash in the ocean or on soil, most of the times, they make it a perfect landing in water, in the ocean. So the spacecraft, the space capsule doesn't get destroyed, okay? So we have to worry about one, crashing into the ocean, two, burning out because it's going to be burning, three, that the materials doesn't get destroyed before the astronaut lands, and four, that the astronaut doesn't die. That is the most important thing in here, okay? Now, a part of the spacecraft called a capsule breaks off and floats to the ground with the help of a giant parachute. Exactly, that is another part that we have there. When it starts coming down, it starts burning, it starts getting attracted by the force of gravity, and then it has some special features that is going to help it cool down, and a parachute, an extremely big parachute, is going to shoot, boom, and then it's going to help it float down softly. Otherwise, the force and the speed that it's going to have, it's going to be like boom, and it crashes, and the person inside is going to look like a pancake. Not a good idea. So it needs a parachute. The capsule protects the astronauts inside from a dangerous crash, like we have been saying, okay? So this experiment that you're going to be doing, you're going to be creating your own space capsule. You're going to test it to make sure that your astronaut doesn't die. Okay, who's going to be your astronaut? An egg. You're going to put an egg inside your space capsule. You're going to let it go down from a good distance, from a good height. You're going to let it come down, and you're going to check if your astronaut survives or if he doesn't survive. Maybe it's a she. You choose. But the idea is he or she has to survive the landing and the crashing. And it's all going to depend on how good you create your space capsule. Now, here comes the difficult part for some of you. If you don't have the materials, I don't want you to go outside. I don't want you to tell mom, hey, mom, I need this. Hey, dad, I need that. No. With whatever you have at home, that's what you're going to do it with. If you don't have the materials, use your imagination. Maybe ask mom, hey, mom, we don't have this. What else could we use? Or you just use your brain and be like, okay, I don't have this material, but I think I saw some plastic bottle that could help me and some cotton, and I put it there. Use your imagination, okay? But I don't want you to go out and buy something. I don't want you to tell mom, hey, I need to go out. I need you to go out to buy. No. Whatever you have at home, you do it with that material. Now, if you don't have any material to do it, then you will have to use your imagination to solve the pages that we're going to be working with. You have already done many times this process, so you already know how to do it, but I'm going to explain it little by little. In case that you have the materials or something close to the materials that we need, then do the experiment. I need to see two things in these pages that we're going to be working with. One, obviously, the written work on pages 144, 145, 146, and I need to see either a video, a small video of your capsule landing and your astronaut not dying, or a photo where I can see when you are dropping it and when it fell down. And I need to see if your astronaut survived. Okay, so you're gonna choose either a video or photos. Yes, you can send them over through Algebraics. Yes, you are able to send small videos through Algebraics. I'm not asking you a 10-minute video. No, it's going to be like a few seconds, not even a minute, maybe. Okay, so I need to see those two things, the work on the book and the video. or photo of the process of the capsule landing. Now, let's see what it says in here. Teamwork. Work in a group. Nope, you're not in a group. You have to do it by yourself. And design a capsule that can safely bring a precious cargo back to Earth. That is going to be your egg, your astronaut. The problem: you must make a space capsule that will keep an astronaut, your egg, safe when it's dropped. Parameters. This is the most important thing you have to keep in mind. The capsule cannot measure more than 15 centimeters wide and 15 centimeters high. Cannot be more than that. Can be less? Yes. But it cannot be more than 15 times 15. Okay? 2. The capsule must keep your egg from moving around inside the capsule. It cannot go inside. Imagine that the astronaut is inside the capsule and then the astronaut is like, no. The same happens with your egg. Your egg has to be in a place and it cannot move. And at the same time, it has to be safe. So you have to use your brain. Possible materials that we can use. Possible. Not saying that you have to use all of them. They're giving you options. And if you don't have those materials, you have to think of other materials that you can possibly use to create your space capsule. Paper towels, cotton balls, meter sticks, egg cartons, packing peanuts, rubber bands, plastic bags, cardboard, marshmallows, paper tape, string, eggs, and cups. Obviously, the two things that you do need: eggs, and I suggest you use, if you're able, cardboards and a plastic bag to create a parachute. If you use the parachute and you drop it from a good height, the parachute is going to open, and most likely your space capsule is going to be safe. I wish I was there to show you how to do it, but sadly, I'm not. Maybe in some other moment, we can do a live session to do one of these experiments. That would be great. I get the materials and I explain to you little by little how to do it. Obviously, I would ask the materials with more time so you can get them and we can do a live session with this. That would be great. I'll think about it and probably we'll do it whenever we have the chance again to do an experiment, okay? But right now, these are the possible materials you need to use, okay? Now, rock your brain. Work to think about possible designs for your capsule. In here, you have to draw 3 possible designs. How do you imagine it could look like? How would you like that it looks like? And you have to draw 3 designs. Solution 1, solution 2, solution 3. Then let's get to page 145. Envision it. Talk with your team, in this case, talk with yourself about how your capsule will look like. Pick a design you will use. From the 3 designs that you did before, you have to choose only one. Then draw it and list. You have to write down the materials that you're going to use to build it. Okay, so I did 3 designs before. I choose only one. I draw it big in there. And then down here where it says materials needed, I'm going to write the materials that I need. Okay, I need cotton, I need the eggs, I need the cardboard, I need the plastic bag, I need the tape, I need the rubber bands, whatever you want. Okay, draw it and then write the materials that you need. Page 146. By this time, you already did your capsule. Now it says, your teacher will have each team test their capsule in a designated area of the classroom. I cannot do that. Mom, dad, or you are going to choose where you're going to do it. Probably in your patio, probably in your backyard. You choose. You just grab it from a good distance, from a good height, and let it drop. Obviously, if you do it from here to the ground, it's not going to work. I need it to be a good distance. Maybe if your house is 2 floors, You can be with the supervision of mom and dad on the window and drop it. Or maybe mom and dad can drop it. And you're down on the patio in the backyard to check how it works, okay? Hold your Tim's capsule about a meter above from the floor. It has to be more than a meter, more than a meter of height. If you do it with more height, it's going to be more efficient. We're going to be able to see if it actually works. Because if you do it less than a meter, it's not going to be even a good experiment. Okay. And 3, inspect the capsule to see if your egg was damaged. Draw a picture of your capsule and the egg, how it looked like after the capsule hit the ground. In here, you have to draw how your capsule looks like after it hits the ground and how your egg looks like after it hits the ground too. Is it safe? Is it broken? Did your astronaut die? Or is it alive? Yay! Well, you have to draw it. After that, like it says in here, did your egg crack? If your answer is yes, you have to redesign your capsule. There is nothing wrong with that. I mean, by practicing, by testing is how we know that things work. But I mean, the idea was that the astronaut didn't get hurt. Now, after that, we go to the last part. Do you think your capsule was successful in protecting your egg? And why? Yes, because it didn't break, it didn't crack. No, because my astronaut is now an omelette. How would you improve your capsule to make it better? Oh, maybe I would put more cotton inside so it doesn't get affected. I would hold it with something so it doesn't move around. You choose. It's according to your experiment. How did gravity affect the capsule and the egg? What does gravity has to do in here? I have already explained it in the beginning of the video, so probably you can go back and check it. But if not, remember what we have seen in this unit about gravity force. Okay? That's all the work for STEAM. Now, let's go back to Think Tank. Bravo! Page 166, that is mental calculation. You already know how to do mental calculation. You have to do the 10 operations. Mom or dad has to write them down in a piece of paper. Write down the operation with the result. They are going to dictate the operation to you, and you're only allowed to write on the line the result, not the operation. You're not allowed to write anything but the result. That is why it's called mental. You have to do it here. Okay? 10 operations, mom or dad, whoever is with you, writes down the operation with the result. They dictate the operation. You write down the result. And after the 10 results are written down, mom or dad has to check if they are correct. That's all you have to do for Think Tank. So let's summarize the work of today. Today, you were working with STEAM, and you are going to create a space capsule landing to protect an egg from the forces of gravity that are going to try to destroy and kill your astronaut. You're supposed to design the space capsule, sorry, not the time capsule. That would be a good experiment, but no. The space capsule, you're going to design it with a lot of possible materials that we have there. If you don't have those materials, I'm sure you have something at home that you can use. And if not, then you have to imagine the whole process. 2, you have to design the capsule, and then you're going to design, and you're going to choose one of those 3 designs and actually create it. After that, you have to test it out. You have to drop it from a distance, from a height more than 1 meter. More than 1 meter to see if it works. After that, you have to draw how your capsule looks like and how your astronaut, your egg, looks like after it crashes down. Okay, remember that I need the work on the book sent over And also, if you're able to actually do the experiment, a small video or the photo of how it looks like, both the capsule and your astronaut after it lands. If you're not able to do the experiment, just send the written work from pages 144 to page 146. Then the other part of the work of today is mental calculation. Remember, you have to do the 10 operations. Mom and dad dictates the operations, and after they take the 10 operations, they're going to check if your result is correct. That's all the work of today. I really hope that you're able to do the experiment, the project, because you're going to have fun. You're going to distract yourself for a good moment. You're going to be working on something that it's going to be entertaining for you. And then you're going to test it out. That is the best part of science, to try and see if things work. And if they don't work, make it better. I love science now. That's the reason why. I'll check if we can do another experiment, live session. I'm gonna program it. I'm gonna see if we can do it actually for real. And I'll let you know, kids. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Any doubts, questions, always send me a message. Remember that we already changed the Algebraics chat to a live session Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 to 10:30 exclusively for you fifth graders. I am going to send every day, Monday and Wednesday, in the morning, the link so you can connect in case that you have doubts and questions. And if you just want to say hi, go ahead and do it. I have no problems, okay? If you cannot go because you're afraid, because you're scared that your security, that something is going to happen, don't worry, nothing happens. You can send me a message normal in Algebraics and I'll answer your questions and doubts, okay? It's not obligatory to get into the live session to answer questions or doubts. Now, that's all the work for today. Teacher Roy signs out. I love you all. Have a nice day. Send me your work and bye-bye. Peace out, kids. Love you.